the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. Now Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And Jackson throwing once more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. On first down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Grant.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
A solid stiff arm. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson.
He gets his underneath to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins.
And some room to run now.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. 4th down. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Chubb on the counter.
Taken down at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watson to throw.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2 deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first
Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Off the play fake. Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Watson looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Elliott running right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Play action now, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running with Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. In motion is Grant. To throw once more on second and 10. Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Watson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And here he's got Grant.
He's got room at the 30.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 60 yards.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Arrowhead. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess. Touchdown!
Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
There's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They begin this drive with Chubb.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Chris Jones on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On first down, it's Watson.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
He'll get it inside the 20.
A big play there for KC. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then
offense is ass.
He's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, it's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson looks to throw again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Touchdown!
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Browns drive about to get started. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Again, it's Watson.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, Watson.
Finding Njoku along the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. In motion is Grant. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Watson going to try and run it.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Cooper will come in motion right. Now Watson on third and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll start out here with the option left. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's now locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to...
Deuces. Obviously, there's a reason why that man got 450 losses and on a 5-game losing streak.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns.
Dwayne, you're set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert to throw right away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, Herbert. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert now. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They'll give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Watson now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
first down. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A shotgun snap for Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Watson looks to throw again. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To the air yet again, Watson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd down and goal. Watson.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. In motion is Grant. Watson gonna throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his man. A big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Riley Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland 1st.
To throw is Watson. Touchdown! Jakeem Grant as the 1st half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Watson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Pulls it in at the 13. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
I would run too if I couldn't stop my offense.
And short of the sticks.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown,
Chargers. Donald Parham from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Grant. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
In motion is Grant. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. In motion is Grant. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Once more, here's Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, run that clock out. 2 clock, why don't you? Just carry that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain. But it's chunky yardage. And he will get in
Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Ready to go. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided.
Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side, all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of a cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.